TikTok hits the clock. It's exactly a 3 minute gone past the hour over 5 p.m. And it's that time we talk sport. Yes, so for those of you still getting in sync with the new timing, we indeed apologize for yet again changing the time for our show. All is to give it the best when it comes to sport presentation and broadcasting. Our time, it's now 5 p.m. That is when we talk sport on Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Sport Lounge. And on the show this evening, something exciting, something will interest you, and that is the news breaking from the camp of the Super Eagles that one away coach Peseiro is set to make a miraculous return to the Super Eagles. As well as Quara United been banned by FIFA for 2 transfer windows for bridging football fair play rules. And of course, from the local scene, we hear that Sport Minister talking about Honorable John Owa as charge of Team Nigeria ahead of the Olympics game. And also from the Olympics, we hear that the team is set to fly and the wrestlers are already out of the shores of the country. And from the foreign scene, it is a match day live in the UEFA Euros 2024 as the first game in the semi-finals will be kicking off later tonight. It's all about Spain and France, and later tonight Argentina, the Alba Celeste will take on the strong boys from Canada. All these and many more learning on the show this evening. Napoli have told Victor Osimhen, look for a new coach, a club, as we are not interested in your service come next season, as Napoli officially opens their pre-season, as well as news from tennis and Formula One. All this, of course, and so much more, we will be dishing to you live on the show. My name is Franklin Imona. That is what Mama calls me, but I love it when you call me Uncle Fine Boy, because I am the finest uncle talking sports in the capital city and beyond. Feel free to come in the spot, chef. You will certainly and definitely be spot on. Why? Because I love dishing hot stories, hot and spicy, just the way you like it. And of course, on the show, it is not a one-man team. It is a community effort, and one man, I'm talking about the elder of the community, joins me on the show. You know him as Mr. Johnson Makoji, but I love to call him MJ, but he says keep it short, call me Mr. J. Mr. J, always a pleasure when you talk sport with me.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you very much, Uncle Fine Boy. There's a fact that change is constant.
Absolutely.
Everything changes, and what we call time is called change. So it's quite very good and fortunate that we also are moving with changes.
True.
We have moved from 4 to 5 now, and then one thing that doesn't change though is the juicy nature of the content we bring to you. Thanks for being there. Let's have a sporty ride.
Absolutely. And your calls of your coming at past 4 to 5. Come on, keep those energies, keep those calls coming. Yes, our phone lines will be open exactly 10 minutes into the show, so you can start dishing those calls and let us know what you think. It is 0808 312 8613. 0808-312-8618. That is the number that you can reach us live on the show. And for your WhatsApp message and WhatsApp call or WhatsApp voice note, it is 07000 That is the number that you can reach us on your with your WhatsApp call or WhatsApp voice note, as well as a WhatsApp call. All right, let's set to fly. It is a 0808 312 8618. 0808 312 8618. One man also makes a return on the show. Yes, he joins us live as we set to talk sports. You know him as the sport bishop, but his parents calls him Chukunonzo Arinze. Sport bishop, good to have you join us to talk sports.
Great to be here. I thought you would be at the Area 3 Sports Center having fun. But that's a story for another day. But anyway, it's good to be here. Come on, we don't only talk, we do it as well, you know. So thank you. Be part of the show. Like I said, it's gonna be explosive. I've been following through, and let's have fun. It's 1 hour of fun, entertainment, and explosive information.
Of course, and with that, we move straight to the local scene. All right, so let's begin from the camp of the Super Eagles. Now, ever since this story broke, my mind have been panting non-stop. I've been using my hands to control the pace of my heart, but it's not looking like it's going to stop anytime soon. Yes, because if this information is anything for us to go by, then I will say that the men and women, of course no women, it's just men all through, in the glass house, talking about the executive of the Nigeria Football Federation, they are absolutely sitting on the bicycle. And what is the news, guys? Coach Peseiro is set to return to the Super Eagles as our new coach. Currently, he's been poached by Mamelodi Sundown of South Africa in the Premier Soccer League, that's the PSL in South Africa. Even though he has been rumored to want to take some job right there in France, but it was not meant to be. But however, despite Peseiro being linked with Mamelodi Sundown, a coaching job, he could return to the Super Eagles as the coach, according to a certain Gerard Baloyi of a local agency, Vodia Sports International Management. Now, he was able to get wind of this issue from a very reliable source in the NFF. Now, when news like this wants to break, you begin to hear from a reliable source in the NFF, from anonymous, you begin to hear all manners of nomenclature. But if you dig deeper, you will see that it carries lots of stories, a lot of truth rather. Not just this, remember the Victor Osimhen saga. It was I hear, I did not hear, but further investigation showed that it was a certain Finidi George. When he was asked, he mentioned his name, but it was not in the context of the way the bloggers report. But that's for another day. But the story right here is Coach Peseiro is set to return to the Super Eagles as the head coach. Mr. J. He laughed.
Well, I have to laugh at this, but then, see, Nigerians, sports lovers, football lovers, I don't know what to say, because this man came onto the stage last time. We all criticized him, like we wanted to even crucify him, but then he did a wonder by taking us to the AFCON final, and that was the only magic I've seen him done in his coaching job for Super Eagles. Well, the words of the people, the voices of the people, sometimes is the voice of God. Sometimes so. I don't think, even though our voices may not change whatever NFF must have planned to do, but sometimes we have seen Ose Peseiro, the best he could do for us is taking us to AFCON final. Rather than moving forward, why are we going back? We have seen his capacity. We have cried that, okay, this man, so even before then, some of us said, okay, he's not capable, he can't win us laurel, he can't take us to the next level, and then he has done his bid, he has done his best for us, and we'll say, okay, we'll part time in good terms. Why are we going back to our vomit?
Mr. J, that word is too heavy to use on a human. But come on, I really do not like that phrase. Even though it's a point, but I think you should take that back.
An adage.
I know, but it's too strong an adage to use on a man that brought glory to the Super Eagles, an entitled man. Come on, Mr. J.
Well, I don't know how you feel, but what I mean is this is someone.
I'm going to off your mic.
Who will say we are okay with? Why are we going back to? Is it that coaches have
Mr. J, be nice, be nice. Mr. J, be nice.
He's a good man. I have praised him. He has done his best. He has taken us to
be nice, final. Mr. J.
And we all saw his flaws at the final.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Anyway, but this is why I say it. Anyway, just to help you, there's also women in the NFF, some of them are in the board. So
they are board members, exactly. But not executive.
Come on, man. Come on,
let's go.
We have women.
We have women, absolutely. But let's be gender sensitive before they come for us. Anyway, guys, I think for me, if we wanted Peseiro to have continued with the job, I felt we'll have given the contract as early as the AFCON. For you to give him the job right now means that we don't know what we're doing.
Honestly.
Because, see, as much as we want to praise him for how far he took us to the AFCON, if we had believed that he was the man to take us to the next level, we wouldn't have got to Fede the Judge.
Yes.
Immediately the contract was done, we tell him, please, like just what we did with Randy Wardrop.
Exactly.
He renewed his contract, gave him a new contract, and he continued on the helm of affairs. So for you to go to Fede the Judge 47 days after you're jumping back to Peseiro, something is fishy, man. Something is fishy, man.
I don't want
is it that you cannot pay him the money for something like 2 months ago, but you cannot pay him the money right now?
Or is it that he has agreed
to take a pay cut?
To take a pay cut?
Because for me, that's my own issue. It's not about whether you see, I believe in continuity. I thought if they felt he was the man for the long term, they would have given him the job for the long term. But to come now and say you're going back to Peseiro, to me, it's a slap on the wrist. And first of all, you know my take on Peseiro, Fine Boy, and Mr. J. You know, I've never been a fan of him when he was doing well for Nigeria. Yeah. I thought they play some shall I call it Scrabble football. I don't know. See, watching them play is excruciating, not Peseiro. Exactly. But there's something that he does that makes it very simple. They don't concede goals, and if you don't concede, football game is very simple. Yeah. And what Jose Mourinho, if you don't concede, you win a lot of games, you win titles. And he kept the back line solid to the final, and then
he almost won a title.
See, when the back line failed, injury came into play, and then we now saw that we cannot win titles alone with the back. So for me, it's when I saw the news, first I was like, wow. Who are making these decisions at the glass house? Is it the glass house anymore? Okay, it's no longer the glass house, the green and white house.
That is why it is still
the glass house. Even though some glasses in that house have been broken. Yes, it has been broken with some of the deals that we are hearing and some of the happenings. We no longer, I can say for a fact that Nigerians no longer trust the ability of the Ibrahim Aguso-led administration to do us justice in terms of our football in Nigeria.
Like I said, it depends. I don't want to go pour the baby with the bad water. I think when it comes to the
Bishop,
I think with the
based on the statistics on ground, not just with the Super Eagles, even with our cadet footballer, we are not at the pinnacle of where we used to be.
But it wasn't. See, the problem is it's not about the Ibrahim Aguso-led.
Then what is the problem?
It's a problem. It's a long-term program. Yes. I can take you back. You know, we're complaining right now that we got Manu Garba. The job is like how many weeks to the under 17 Wafu. Do you know when this guy was appointed before the last one? And it wasn't Ibrahim Aguso that was in charge then. So it's a problem that has been, see, it's a long time, and that's why we felt that when Ibrahim Aguso would come in, we would see something like a new lease of life, you know.
It's past Bishop.
Something different from what we used to see. But it looks to be like business as usual. That's my problem.
That is what I don't want us to continue. I don't want us to continue.
Fire brigade approach.
I don't want us to continue with the business as usual.
All right, guys.
The voice of the people is sometimes
they'll tell you what. They'll tell you something.
Keep voicing. What is it that they are cooking that we did not know, and they are cooking it for us?
What is it that they are cooking, Mr. J? He says they do not know, but one man have come out to say that as far as the Super Eagles is concerned, I no longer have 100% backing for this current Super Eagles. Former Super Eagles international, Daisy, formerly played as a left back. He was at the 2002 World Cup. He was present in the 2002 Nations Cup hosted by Mali, as well as Tunisia 2004. Not forgetting the World Cup hosted by Egypt in 2006, but
Nations Cup,
the Nations Cup, yes, but it was not part of the World Cup that was hosted in Germany because Nigeria did not qualify. But he has come out to say that I no longer have confident with this present Super Eagles. He faulted the players, he faulted the unavailability of coach at this time, and he faulted the Super Eagles performance in their last 2 games in the World Cup qualifiers following the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers draw that was made. He also faulted the administration. So it was more like everybody having their own part of blame, according to a certain Ifeanyi Udeze. He says, moving forward, I am not confident that we will play in the Nations Cup.
I quite agree with him. It's a top to bottom or bottom to top. I don't know which way, but I think it trickles down to from the beginning to the end, whether it's upward or horizontal or vertical.
Whether from bottom to the top or from top to the bottom.
From the hem of affairs, I cried blue blood when the delay of appointing the judge was, when we had to ask who was the coach. There was speculations. In short, there was even battle between the different media personnel on who should be the job, and then we got for the judge after a long time. And then 47 days later, we played 2 games. Voila, you know what happened? We fire him. A coach or another who is proactive would have been looking at, okay, we're letting go of the judge. What next? And this after a month after he has left, if I'm not mistaken. And we're still asking who's going to be the manager. Don't forget, we got games. World Cup, Nations Cup qualifiers, we got World Cup qualifiers. And then you come and give a man a job 1 month before, 2, 3 or 4 weeks before, and you expect the man to do magic. By now we should have gotten a coach and have brought out this plan. This is what I want to do. This is my plan for the friendly games. These are the players I want to invite. This is the style of football I want to play. You have a total discussion that will prepare the team up. Not, I think, I believe this too much the reliance of this Nigerian tenacity. Don't worry, we never do spirit, never die spirit of Nigeria. We always come to full. Football is improving. It's developing in all aspects of Africa. We saw that with Benin Republic, we saw that with Rwanda, we saw that with Lesotho. It's improving in Africa, it's improving in the world. Look at what's happening in the Euros. Teams you expect to be beating black and blue are looking for the top teams in the eye and giving them a run for their money. That's what football is all about. Other teams see, if you don't improve, or that you become stale, other teams will overtake you, and you find Nigeria looking for their rhythm right now in African football. That's how bad it is. Yep. They are looking. Well, those days those are the culture. We know we're going to the World Cup. We know that. We know our problem with Nations Cup. We know we're going to get a medal. We know that it's silver, gold, or bronze. But we know by the time we're walking into the AFCON, Nigeria short of a medal. What was it? 7 bronze medal in a row. At some point
in a row
in the history.
For the AFCON.
Conclusively, yes, we have a 7 bronze medal,
yeah.
About 3 to 5 silver. Then we have just 3 gold in the AFCON.
You were sure of something.
We have the highest number of bronze in the AFCON.
You were sure of something. See, we lost to the semi-finals to host, like of Tunisia. Remember that period? Us in JJ Okocha. He had to play penalty 3 times. He's just scored all.
That was in 2004.
Exactly, in Tunisia. So we can go to a long time, But now we can't even beat our chest and say this. I think, like I said, the ability not to have a plan. Don't we have a plan? It's fire brigade approach, and it's what it has to change.
Let me hold you on your thought, Mr. J. Yeah. We know that form is temporary and class is permanent. I believe Ifeanyi Udeze is just speaking based on the current form of the Super Eagles. But come on, we know the Super Eagles have class, and when it matters most, this class.
Fine, boy, where's the class?
I'm not talking to you, sport people.
Where's the class?
I'm talking to Mr. J. Mr. J, let me hear you.
I agree with you. The words you put into my mouth.
Everybody is angry, but come on, we know we are good.
Hold on, you put this words into my mouth. Okay. And let me agree with you in my own way.
Okay.
Individually, we have classy players.
Play for Fulham.
Team-wise.
Play for Fulham.
Team-wise.
Let him make his point.
Team-wise.
You know that we have the most expensive and the
squad
best
in Africa.
That is it.
That is no doubt about
no problem.
It. We are good, and if these guys are there,
keep the CV yourself. We build castles in the air.
This is not the seat. It's what
build castles in the air. At some point I think we'll have a show. We'll discuss about this.
The Uruguay.
Do we still have politics in Super Eagles?
The Uruguay national team that hosted Brazil out. Mention their players that are playing.
What are you saying?
No.
Don't even go there. There's a certain Darwin Nunes, Federico Valverde.
2.
There's a certain Muslera. There's a certain
who knows?
goalkeeper. He's been there for so long a time.
Yes.
You know.
Is it playing in Europe?
There's Raul Jimenez. He's in that team. There's a certain Luis Suarez. He's still there.
Luis Suarez in the MLS.
Where's Messi playing?
37?
Where's Messi playing?
Messi has earned his right. If Messi can't play for Kevin United, he would definitely understand. But come on.
What? See, See, we are talking. Okay.
All right, Mr. J, let's see if we can just wrap this up in a minute. Just conclude on your thoughts in a minute.
Yeah, for me, I think if you give this crop of players to a world-class coach, we will definitely achieve.
World-class coach. Who is a world-class coach? And that's another question again.
The world-class coach is Sir Alex Ferguson.
Mr. J, thank you very much. If you come out of retirement to come coach Super Eagles, can we pay him?
Yes, we can.
All right, away from the Super Eagles and Saga guys, it's getting heated in the studio. If you are interested in letting us know your thoughts about this, come on, it is on the studio line at 0808-312-8618. It is 0808-312-8618. Start calling us. Keep the calls coming at this time so we can take as many calls as possible. If the phone line is too busy for you, come on, try the WhatsApp line. It is 0700 010 961 961 0700 010 961 961. Yes, and we are also on YouTube. Explore the YouTube channel. It is a Voice of the People 96.1 Abuja for short. VOP 96.1 Abuja. Do well and drop your comments. We will definitely see it. We will like your comments. We will read your comments. We will celebrate with your comment. Spot Bishop will dance to your comment, and we will let the entire world know what you have said. Once again, it is a VOP 96.1 Abuja. Yes, so many of you are watching at the moment. We appreciate you. Keep the watch coming. Keep it counting. Do well to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can christen you officially to the sport family. Guys, let me break this news to you. Though it is not breaking, but to me it is breaking because it is breaking my heart. What is the news? World Football Governing Body FIFA has listed Nigeria Premier League football side Castina United alongside 22 African clubs from registering players. A search on the FIFA official website shows after free registration period, that is a free transfer window. That is where Castina United will not assign any players or register.
For them, even the players that are in the club who have contract run out and refusing to sign new contract, the ones that they are trying to negotiate quickly are refusing to sign.
But I must tell you, hold on, it's not a laughing matter.
Mr. J, before you wade into this one player said something. He said that though he spoke on the condition of anonymity. Anonymity.
It's not your language. Continue.
Anonymity. He said that the club actually told him that his contract has expired. Not that his contract expired. They told him that they no longer want his service. Even though he has he said the club called him that please come back. It's on the slip of the tongue. We need you. But then the player now realized that the club has been banned. He said, no, you guys need to pay me off. After all, you have terminated my contract. I'm not coming back. So he's not returning. Is this good news for? This is not good news. How bad is this ban for Castina United?
Absolutely, really bad. Thank God they're not in the Nigerian Premier Football League. It would have been disastrous. For a team in the MPFL, a team, a brand we're trying to build, a brand we're trying to elevate. But if you look at the list of teams there, there's some top class teams in Africa.
Thank you for mentioning those teams. Absolutely. Let's see if I can run down those teams. We have a DC Motema Pembe. Of course, we have TP Mozambique. We have Future FC of Ghana that knocked out our Rivers United. We have Al Masri. We have Zamalek
of Egypt.
We have Zamalek AC. We have Oroya AC. We have Raja Club Athletic.
Raja Casablanca.
I'm telling you, Sport Bishop. We have Wydad Athletic
Club.
Casablanca. We have African Stars FC. We have Kiyovu Sport Association, Royal AM. Not forgetting TS Galaxy. That's not all. We have a Singida Big Stars FC. We have Tabora United. We have Club Africain. We have a CX Faxen. We have Etoile do Sahel
of Tunisia.
Of course, we have a USM Monastir as well as Mbarara City FC. We have Buildcorn FC. We have Ndina FC. And of course, we have Lusaka Dynamos of Rwanda. They are top rising clubs. Some of them are top clubs.
Lusaka is of Zambia, beg your pardon. Lusaka Dynamo of Zambia.
Of course.
Anyway, I think we need to say something and point it out. See, this tells you that you don't treat players anyhow. You know, a lot of times you see teams will not live up to their contract. Players will write to FIFA and say this. So many issues like that. It has happened in a lot of the Egyptian clubs. It happened in a lot of the Tunisian clubs. And when these things happen, fine boy, they'll tell you, like now who they gave say should go. If that guy wrote to FIFA, he'll be on that case again for Casina United because he has a 1-year contract remaining in his contract.
And you don't just tell him it's just.
You want to terminate one's contract, you pay him off. It's simple. It's simple practice in any kind of business that is a contract that is signed. So for me, I think it sounds different to other teams in Africa that you cannot see. FIFA, I like what FIFA is doing. 3 years, what's 3 years is?
It's a long time.
It's huge.
Football.
You will not sign anybody. We play with the same players.
Even
if they are 41 years like Rabi Ali, you keep playing with them because you ensure you keep giving them, you roll them because you cannot sign anyone in.
But then my own view to this whole thing is, even though the hammer has fallen very heavily on some of our club sites in Nigeria.
Yeah.
No, just thing. One in Nigeria and many of them in Africa.
Okay, in Africa, I mean. Yeah, it serves as a deterrent. It will serve as a deterrent to
other clubs. Yes.
But then my question still to FIFA is, it shouldn't just. They should be sincere in
implementation.
In implementation all around the world, not just Africa.
Because when you say all around the world, can you just mention like one?
I know where it's going to. Turkey.
No, let him lie.
Turkey. When Nigerian players have complained, they don't pay their salary. We know where it's coming from.
Is he only Turkey or Man City?
That's one typical example whereby
Man City don't own their players. They don't own their players now.
What of financial fair play?
That is their own. It's their league.
About FIFA being
it's their league. But that is league. That's the league that has its own. It's the FA, not the FIFA.
Is FIFA not saying it? Is FIFA not in charge of the entire football?
The entire of football. The FA is part of the league. Thank you very much.
No, FIFA has to look inward and look outward.
No, FIFA can only be involved when it is
exactly.
football.
Every league has their rules.
That is when
Every league has their
rules. We are talking of club football.
No, if you are talking about UEFA in Europe, that is where we will agree with you that England is in Europe and what they are facing is Europe ban.
Are we facing CAF issue here? We're not facing CAF issue. What are you people trying to tell me? FIFA banned club in Africa.
Yes.
And clubs are in Europe.
Because they refuse to breach contract of players. I must breach any player's contract.
It depends it depends the rule they have
financial
broken.
fair play, is it not
financial is a rule by the FA. Some leagues don't have financial fair play.
It doesn't have
some leagues exactly.
Like Nigeria, do we have any MPFL?
Do you have the FA?
where players are bought on credit.
I rest my case.
Before you raise the case, Mr. J, let's finally delve on this topic before we go on our first commercial break. One man has come out to say that at the moment, no club in the Nigerian Premier Football League can match the standard of Aimba in the continent. Talking about Coach Daniel Ogumondede of Remo Stars, you have said that looking at how Aimba have conquered the CAF Champions League and have also done well in the CAF Confederation Cup. Each time they go there or whenever they go there, it's been a very good outing for Aimba, though it's been a long time. Aimba were dominant in the continent, but it says at the moment no Nigerian club can match the record of Aimba in the continent.
That's to tell you that record speaks a volume. What Aimba
is not a bad thing that a team cannot match Aimba.
But
at the moment, now come on, Sport Bishop. At the moment,
we agree, but it's not a bad thing.
At the moment, clubs. Hold on. Clubs have overtaken Aimba.
Yes, at the moment. Okay.
But unfortunately, not Nigerian club. Yes.
That's why I'm saying this is not a bad thing that we are saying that a Nigerian club cannot break Aimba's record. A record of 2003, 2004, exactly. Plus minus over 20 years ago.
And that goes to tell you.
Is it a good team?
And that goes to tell you how football is being managed or run in this country.
Guys, apart from how football is being managed in this country, is he trying to say that in case we go to the CAF Champions League, which of course they are going, and we don't do well,
we don't have the but seriously, let me sincere. Let me sincere. When Aimba won the Champions League 2 years in a row, the league was one of the best in Africa. We attracted the best players in Africa playing for Aimba. Exactly. Under a certain Odis Okalu, that's when the governor he turned Aimba around because
in 2004 and 2005,
2003, 2004,
and 2004, 2005,
exactly.
2 seasons on the
exactly. And then you had the likes of Nuri Ogumbi, Jotas Frimpong, they play for the national team in Benin and in Ghana. Yeah. You had this guy, David Tiakasi. You had about 4 or 5 players playing for the Spikes. Obi Nawaneri, Eyama, Adele Ayenugba. You had this guy, Oturogu. You had Memeka Nwana. You had some great quality players playing for Eyimba.
Or do we have them there now?
That's what I'm saying.
Has any other club been?
But Eyimba did not win the league like they did in a spill, like Kano Pillars did so. Exactly. That was the day that the quality of the league was when you watch the MPF at that time, there was this followership. The fans were fully, the stadium were full. People loved the league.
All right, guys.
But the league has dwindled, and that's why we are here saying that a team that is well structured, like Raymond starts telling you that they cannot break the record. It's a bad thing to say, but it's the truth. It's a glaring truth staring us in our eyes. But it's a bad truth that we must face. We do imagine the best team, Rivers United, was beaten by Future. A team that has not played in the CAF Champions for in Ghana.
They were formed 2 years ago.
Imagine.
2 years ago, beating us.
See, our league is in a place
that is staring us in our face for Bishop is the commercial break. Let's go play this break, and when we return from this break, we will be moving straight to the foreign scene. It is match day live in the Euros. And of course, a transfer, hot and spicy. Napoli have told Oseni, please look for a new club. We might not need your service come next season. All these and many more loading in the second half of the show. All right, so welcome back to the second half of that show you love so much. That show that you are always glued to your radio station. Come on, it is a Sport Lounge reaching you only from the studio of Voice of the People, 96.1 FM, Abuja. Yes, we have been giving you the latest of stories from the local scene, and now it is about time we run to the foreign scene. It is still the voice of Uncle Fineboy, the voice of Mr. J, and of course the voice of the one and only Sport Bishop. We have been serenading your evenings with the best of sports, and now it is that time where we get to hear from you live on the show. The phone line you can reach us on the studio, to the studio rather, it is 0808-312-8618. 0808-312-8618. That is the studio line, but you can reach us on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0700 010 961 961. 0700 010 961 961. Do well to drop your WhatsApp message, WhatsApp call as well as your WhatsApp voice note. We would definitely love to read your message. Spot Bishop, you want to give us our YouTube handle for our listeners?
Absolutely. You can follow us on, of course, watch us live right now on YouTube. And of course, it's just simple. It's just Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja. Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja. Ensure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so whenever we are up live, you get to watch our content. Also, you can also listen to us anywhere in the world. Just download your from your iOS or your Google app. Simple, Radio Garden. Look for Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja, and voila, will be in your speakers. And sure to follow us on all our social media handles on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja. And I tell you, all the juicy content will bring to you just like you like it.
Absolutely. And with that, Mr. J, come on, let's fly to the foreign scene. And from the world of the foreign scene, let's move over to the Copa America. I want to start from there because one man is beginning to be tribalistic and is trying to play the nepotism card as well as trying to be very, very sentimental. Come on, Mr. Uncle Fineboy, come on, slow your roll. He's saying that even if a certain Lionel Messi is injured, he will definitely play him. Talking about the coach of Argentina, Lionel Scolani. He has come out to say that Lionel Messi is very important to the team. Even if he's 10% fit, he would definitely be a starter for Argentina. Is he taking a swipe at Ronaldo, or just telling us the truth that this man is super important?
We all know, I think we all know the importance of Lionel Messi in his Argentine team. One thing I have seen is when you are good, you are good, and the price for being good. No, no.
When you are good, you are good.
Let him make his point.
And you are pursuing on Nigerian players, and you are old. Continue.
Don't mind him. Mr. J, make your point.
No. Do you have one Nigerian player that you equate him to Messi?
Ahmed Musa.
Thank you.
This touching the right button and making sure you hear us and watch us in 3D. Yes, such an amazing guy. He says for what? For waiting. Come on, Mr. J. In what aspect can you rate a certain Ahmed Musa to Lionel Messi? Or is it because he's the highest goal scorer in the World Cup?
I wouldn't want to discuss that, but the fact
he runs away.
The fact is, Ahmed Musa is good and is good.
Exceptional player.
We have
quality player.
Exceptional players all over the world, but then there's still one that's ahead of them.
So you're trying to sound like the Animal Farm. Yeah, all animals are equal. But some more animals are more equal than the others, right? Okay.
That's up to you. Well, it's like he's paying the price for being good. One good
for being
job,
consistent, right?
One good job deserves
another.
Reward for a good job.
For good job is small job.
Small jobs. Sport Bishop, Argentina will be in action later today against Canada in the Copa America semi-finals.
1 a.m. this morning.
Recall that Brazil have been knocked out by a certain Uruguay after playing out a 1-0 draw full time, and then they were knocked out on penalties. Do you see Argentina being knocked out today with the unfit beat Lionel Messi. We heard that he has been out injured, even though he played in the last game, but he was not available for their last group game in the competition.
I think for Messi, it's touch and go, touch and go. You know, play, rest, play, rest.
He doesn't run.
I don't think the coach will let him, stress himself too much in training. Just a little bit of recovery because come on, you need him. He's that important, an absolute gem of a player. Messi. When you talk about Messi, you talk about goodness, you talk about calmness, you talk about creativity, you talk about experience, you talk about
sweetness, you talk about entertainment,
you
talk about legging.
Wow.
Mr. J, is it the same sport you're talking about?
Hopefully, we find a Messi here play for Nigeria. Come on, the guy is that good. He can play as a creative midfielder, play as an attacker, play as a winger. And see, despite age coming on him, he now understands his role. Yeah. He's not scoring too many of goals, but he brings something new. Exactly. But let's not rule out the possibility of Canada playing spoilers. We've seen them in this competition. Jonathan David, what a player he's been. Alfonso Davies, the left back, who plays in the wing for Canada, obviously. And they've got a core, a team that plays together. Yeah. Nobody gave Canada a chance to get through this stage,
True.
They've knocked out some of the big names so far in this competition. And for it to be in the last four of both the North and South of America tells you are doing something right at some point. So, Argentina are far favorites because of the quality players they've got. Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez, Messi, Paredes. But come on, man! I think it's going to be a big game, a cracker. We just expect the cracker 1 year.
Before you go,
Mr. J, just round up in a minute.
Yeah. Messi is a player that whatever he wants to get, he gets it.
Yeah.
And, this joint Copa America, North and South, is one thing he has not gotten, and I think he
wants to win everything. So that's Messi won Copa America.
Messi actually won the Copa America.
The joint edition.
Okay, the joint one. Yeah. All right, so let me take this message on our WhatsApp page. It is quite lengthy, so I'll try to be as fast as I can. It says, good evening, guys. This is Franklin from Area 1. Peseiro coming back to the Super Eagles. This shows how backward the system of football is. I think I just have to agree with Ifeanyi Daisy, man we sabi. I have said it before, for those who care about their mental sanity, they should forget about the World Cup qualification. If they want to continue to build on what he has done at the AFCON, why let him go before trying to bring him back? And for the banner for the ban on Castina United is really a sad one. After ending the 7th position last season, which for me is not a bad outing, one would expect them to build on this momentum. Unfortunately, FIFA sledgehammer coming on them. I hope the management will find a better way to manage these to keep them flying. For FC Napoli, telling Oseni to look for a club. What do you expect? Boy experienced a one-season wonder, and he blew the roof off with his attitude, both for the country and the club. I said it yesterday, his career is already on a decline. There is no better time to try and salvage things than now. Okay, there are no better time to try and salvage things than now. He should just go to Chelsea and take a share of the national cake. Wow, Chelsea a bonanza club, because I know he won't do well. Chelsea is building and Victor is not a bricklayer. For the Euros tonight, we are coming to that, but then he says France is taking the day. No doubt we will be there to watch our own Rolls Royce, William Saliba. That must be an Arsenal fan. The best centre back in the world. Hello. Yes. If you have any argument, bring your centre back.
Let's compare.
Franklin all the way from Area 1, and now he has opened the door to the Euros, guys. We have a little time to wrap this up. Spain against France later tonight. Spain won the competition in 2012, and then in 2008, 2016 it was Portugal, but then 2022 it was Italy. And that is to say, the last time France won this competition was far back in 2024 years ago, guys. Who goes on tonight?
I think it's Spain.
I think it's France.
I think it's Spain.
I like this. Scott Bishop, why do you think Spain will be knocked out?
I think the experience. I think them, as much as I want to give kudos to Spain and how far they've gone through this tournament, this is now where the big boys feast. Most of the boys are quite young, 16, 17. Nico Williams, Lamau. The most experienced player is Rodri, and I think he has not played much for the Spanish national team. There's Moreno, Azabala, there's young players, but
most of them are new to this competition.
Exactly. So, but for Spain, they've got World Cup finalists, they've got Euro finalists.
You are saying this thing in reverse.
Is it true?
Not at all.
He's
on point.
mentioning Spanish players.
Yes.
That they are young. And he's comparing with experience.
Yes, with France. N'Golo Kante is there. Mainna is there.
Kylian Mbappe, World Cup finalist, World Cup winner.
Theo Hernandez is also there.
We have Theo Hernandez.
That's why
I think the Spanish team.
France.
I know, and I think the Spanish team will go home. That's what I said.
Okay, go home.
Yes.
I thought you said who will go through.
I say who goes home. He says Spain will go home. France will progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's looking most likely that the Spanish side will
be knocked out.
They will be knocked out and prepare. Don't noted place in this competition. And definitely, I think they are packing their bags and baggages and booking the next flight tomorrow morning.
What's the scoreline? I'll stick with you, Jay.
It may end up in a draw.
So penalty shootout for you?
Slim win for France.
Mr. J, choose one.
Let me shock you. I think France will blow them away. Yeah,
I'm not seeing it.
I think France will blow them away. You say I said so.
I wish it comes so. Because I really want.
All right, guys, I'm still sticking with the Euros. One man have said that there is a rumble in the camp of Portugal. Yeah. That a certain Diogo Jota of Liverpool is absolutely disappointed following Ronaldo's undroppable quest in that Portuguese league, in that Portuguese team, following his stellar season with Liverpool. And then you look at Ronaldo, he wasn't really firing at the Euros, but yet he was not a droppable. And I say that this man is not feeling good at all.
See, I listened to Wenger. Wenger said something clearly, and this is what he said. He said that if he felt that if Ronaldo was given much rest in this competition, maybe played according to his age, giving him time to recover, some of the goals that he did miss, he would have scored. They would have asked Wenger his opinion. But I think I buy in and share in Wenger's opinion. I think he was overused for a 37-year or 39-year-old man to play every minute of football, even in the games that they had already qualified. Was a no-no for me. It wasn't necessary, you know.
I think one thing, Ronaldo himself, we've spoken on.
It needs to first.
No, hold on. We've spoken on what should be, but Ronaldo himself as a person was also chasing a record to break.
He didn't break it. He didn't score in the Euros at all.
And that's the first time in his career he will not score in a major competition.
So he needs to accept it that age has caught up with him. And he needs to be a bit part player. Look at Ibrahimovic when he was leaving. Bit part player. Come in, change the game, score a goal too. But he can't play every time. He's 39-year-old. See, as much as he says his body looks like a 20-year-old, he's human. He's not supernatural. Look at Messi. You break down.
All right, guys. All right, guys. Let's move over now from football as we wrap up the show. We really need to step out early for our news team to make sure that they touch the right button before time. And let's go over to tennis. One man is complaining that the fans are booing him despite winning that one. Novak Djokovic has mistook the support of the fans for a certain Holger Rune after defeating the guy convincingly 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. The fans were actually cheering Rune, but he believes that the fans were showing him disrespect by booing him. It was later explained that, look, this isn't booing, it's just support in their own way to a certain Rune.
What do you expect? You're playing a home favorite, you know. They will support their own. Your job as a player is to win a game. It's simple. It's not like when you are just playing in Ghana, they're booing Ghana. Say you're angry that they're booing. Oh, they should come and applaud you. Why they call it? Why is it a home and away game? It's support your own. Find a way to get you to play at your below par.
When you are in your own home,
please boo them as well. It's very simple. It's simple logic for me. So I felt he was just being emotional. And I just hope his age is not catching up on Djokovic, because he's not bothered with this kind of thing. He used to be the one who causes the uproar. You know, when he would go and take a toilet break for like 15 minutes when he's losing, just to destabilize you and then come back and knock you. So I think age is. I hope he's not getting too emotional. But come on, he did the job. He got the victory, and that's what is important.
All right, we continue to keep you updated as long as the Wimbledon is concerned. Following the game for a certain Carlos Alcaraz as well as Svitolina, despite winning, as she said, she won through pain and of course the attack on Ukraine. I wish we can go on and on, Sport Bishop, but this is where we need to drop anchor on the show. Apologies, guys, we couldn't take much of your calls, but come on and keep those calls coming at 5 p.m. tomorrow. We will be back and we will talk more on sport. By then we will know if Spain has been knocked out and France progress, or the other way around. It will be England against Netherlands tomorrow.
Yeah, I just hope this. Look, sure, according to the coach, he's on 90% fit, ready to go. He says he's ready to play 90 minutes according to Gareth Southgate. Wait and see. That's that's for tomorrow. But
That is for tomorrow,
I just hope
and
France wins so that me and Jay can hold our face and
boast.
come back here tomorrow. Hopefully, but I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think France will blow them away.
All right.